anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Badgers will kick it away to start us off. Fair catch called for and made. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Comes out throwing on first down. Going for a big play right off the bat. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
And they got him for the sack.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Georgia going up tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The short hands, it's Evans. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Caught in the backfield, it's Evans. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw. Going up top. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there.
Touchdown Bulldogs! And they jump on top.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense set on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift, has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his way.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Using his legs, it's Buckley. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
And they're not on the same.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pulls it in. It's Barry Johnson. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Badger. On to attempt to try. Splits those uprights right in half. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's White. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
To the air on 1st down. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On the return, it's White. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Back at it to open the quarter with this 1st down play. They'll ride the hot hand. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Defense looks like they're coming. They feed him again. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Bulldogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense?
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable for that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I think 7 for no field goal. And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field and jump around a bit. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw it to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He's going to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Georgia.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Buffalo is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble. May want to head out early and grab a table at the Anchor Bar. They're trailing by 28 to UAB. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have two people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Line gets set, first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, or get us some points.
Pulls and fires complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Badgers headed quickly to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 3rd down, going up top. Quick completion on the out. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He tries to take the top off. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Going for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job, stopped the play for no gain.
They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first.